Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Junkyard Hack. I'm going to make a short video on how to fix a body panel, or one of the ways how to fix a body panel with rust in it. I skipped over a few steps. I'll just explain them. And this is like the old school way to do it, so a lot of you guys out there already see what I'm talking about here. Okay, in this rocker panel, I had rust, and what I did was I found out where the rust was using a screwdriver. If I could poke through it, it was rust, and when the rust stopped and I stopped being able to poke through it, that's when I made my marks and my line, and I cut out a square hole. And I cut a piece of metal, sheet metal, off another body panel from another old car. So it's relatively the same gauge thickness. Made it a little bit bigger and prop riveted that on there with short steel rivets. This is an old school way to fix something. They don't do that anymore. They usually weld a patch in because it's smoother. The way this is going to look is going to be a 1/16 of an inch higher than the rest of the body panel, and you got to cover it with filler, and it's going to be even higher than that. So probably 1/8 of an inch you got to account for. So you got to smooth that in. And let me get my phone right here. You got to smooth all that in, and that's what I'm working on right now. So what I got to go over that is this cheapy Bondo glass, fiberglass impregnated filler, and the cream hardener that goes with it. The new stuff is blue, I guess, whatever. But anyway, I'm going to mix this up, and I'm going to smooth it out, cover that piece up, extend it past the repair, and just going to let it harden and then smooth that out, and then I'll cover that even farther with regular Bondo just to try to smooth it out. Now, this repair is not recommended. It's an old school repair. They don't do it this way anymore. But the reason why I'm doing it is, number one, I don't have a really decent welder to spot weld in here. But mainly, my welding skills are shit. So because of that, it's easier for me to do it this way. And number one, this car, it's a 4-door ratty car I got out of the junkyard. So it's not, not a concourse model or anything like that. So it'll have some imperfections. I repaired the door here. So if you see that door, you'll see it's got a little bit of a rounded edge because it's got a little raised up there. No big deal. I'm gonna smooth it out, do the best I can, paint it up, make it look as nice as I can. My theory is this car was headed for the crusher, and I'm saving it, and it's going to look better than it does now when I get it finished. So that's it. So I'm going to put you on pause, and when I'm done, I'll show you the finished, well, not the finished product, but the green filler smoothed over that, the fiberglass filler smoothed over that patch. So stand by. Okay, let me get my finger out of the shot here. All right, what I've done is I've smoothed over the filler and the hardener mixed together over that patch. Now that dries, or that sets up pretty rough, and that's fine. I just want a good solid foundation to put the regular Bondo on. But that's kind of hard to work with, so I use like a 36 grit to sand that down, smooth it out. I had to work underneath, and I had to work around the door sill, so it's definitely going to look odd when it's done. There'll be a lump there, hopefully not a big lump. Hopefully I can work that down into a smaller lump, but it's all right. I'll extend the Bondo past here. I'll grind all that paint off, and the Bondo will go over to here, so I can feather it in a lot better. Maybe not that far, but you get the idea. The farther out you put it, the lighter it is, the more it hides the eye from the transition. Can't do anything about the door sill. or the bottom, but the bottom you don't see that much. And yeah, so that's it. But anyway, I know that I might get some people commenting on how you should put you should never do this and put a weld patch in there and everything like that. But I want to answer that like a lot of other people do that do this patch, and that is, this is my car, and if I put masking tape over it and fixed it that way and painted the masking tape, it would be still my car, and that's the way I'd do it. I've done this repair since I was 16. That's 42 years ago. So I've done this repair, and if done right, this repair lasts anywhere between 10 and 15 years. I've had it last anywhere between 10 and 15 years. That's all I'm going to say, in my experience. If you don't do it right, it's gonna start bubbling up and rusting up right away. So you got to make sure you treat all the bare metal that's uncovered. You got to go back behind the patch when you cut out the rust. You got to find the cause of the rust, get rid of the debris out of there. And what I like to do, and I should have filmed all this, but I didn't. What I like to do is take that hole and just soak it down with some kind of oil, 2-cycle oil, or some kind of oil. Even if you have PB Blaster or something, just drench it with that as much as you can get in there, and that'll, I'm not going to say it will stop the rust, but it'll slow it down. And basically that's what you're doing. I mean, this car is 62 years old, and it took 62 years for it to get this way, and that was not, people not caring about it. Now, granted, it was in Texas in a dry climate, otherwise it would be gone, but it took 62 years to get that way, and I'm expecting another 10 or 15 out of it. That's fine. Hopefully somebody else can fiddle with it at that point. I might not have it, or who knows. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. It's really easy to do. Just cut a piece of metal out, rivet it in. Pop rivet tool, and rivets are cheap. They're easy. This repair has been done for, let's see, I started doing my stuff in 1979, and they were being done long before that, so I don't know how long. But anyway, let me wrap this video up. And Stubby, I got a helper today. That's my buddy Stubby. I call him Stubby. I'll show you why I call him Stubby. Stubby, come on around here. Come here, bro. Come here. That's why I call him Stubby. We got him as a kitten, and he lost his tail, and something happened to him. Stubby, you want to go in? Okay. All right. Well, I'll wrap this up and go take Stubby in the house and give him some food. It's about that time. So take care. Enjoy your day, and please like and subscribe. I'm only a small guy. I don't do a really great video thing, but anything like that helps out, and I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.